Alright, so this video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's roll. So, I recently took up journaling. A long time ago, I tried keeping a journal. A long time ago, my mom said that girls have diaries and boys have journals. Because I thought about keeping a diary, and I was just like, I don't know, what am I going to write about? Like, I played with my G.I. Joes or something back then. But like, what am I, went on our bike trip? I mean, I don't know. Last thing I would do is write when I was younger, so nothing really an interesting life to talk about. But anyway, I'm still not sure. I decided to do this just now. I had a couple of these books laying around, and I just still not sure what I'm going to write. So far, I'm writing about past experiences and ideas. I might also learn some of the whole tracking goals type thing. You know, put the objectives out and all that stuff. I used to have an actual goal book, and it was actually quite fun crossing out all the goals. Now, years and years ago, I also had an actual dedicated planner. Planners were quite popular in the 1990s. Had a calendar in it. It was pretty cool. A guy told me how he teach me how to use it. Never got around to it, but it was all right. I mean, it's like I don't have anything really back then to fill up a planner with. I didn't have any meetings. So I got these Amazon Basics books. I got one in there that I'm actually journaling in right now, and this is just the one I had laying around. They're originally workbooks. One was for a real estate deal that I was trying to get into, and I had all my contacts in there and the agent's name, Department of Transportation and stuff for different things, and it was just a madcap harebrained scheme. It was just basically going to be 100% liquidity. No way I would have probably got the money to do that, but anyway, I wanted dedicated books for each one. So anyway, I went ahead and found these, and I thought, well, why not just start journaling? And why not do it on the books I already got in my possession, rather than buying the book and waiting for the book. I just start right now. I started journaling right now. And so anyway, they're kind of cool. It's basically graph paper. I don't know. I just seem like whenever I do line paper, the whole effort falls apart. It has a little bookmark in here. Has a little envelope back in here. You can put things in. Has a little strap to secure it so it doesn't accidentally fall open. So that's what I'm using right now. I might change to something else. I also have a sketchbook, but I didn't fill it up with anything yet. So anyway, got a pack of Papermate pencils. And I'm kind of curious. Actually, this is the first time I open these. I'll find a use for these, I'm sure. I'm just kind of curious about what's up with these real quick. I'm just going to check something out real quick here. Okay, so it's just regular pencil lead. Okay, cool. I mean, I'll have a use for them somehow. Sometimes, like the more advanced journalers, I think, will write in pencil and then trace over in ink sometimes. I think that's how that's supposed to work. They just had pencils, so I bought some pencils. They're not bad to keep around the house. So I bought those. Let's see, what else did I get? I got the journal. Oh, and I got stencils. This is I don't know how many stencils is in here, but it's a stack of stencils. It's kind of cool. I was actually using these stencils to embellish some of the stuff around the writing I was already doing. It's pretty neat. Like, I can make borders, kind of like this is where this entry starts. Enter the next date at the bottom for the new entry. I've been doing it every night for about the last 3 days. I've been writing quite a bit. I was surprised. I hope it's nothing that I just think is really cool and I get burned out on. In fact, after I'm done making this video, I might actually make my evening entries just to stay in that path, so I can get habitualized to journaling every night. So that's the. So I got all that. So I got a Papermate gel pens, Ink Joy. I already opened them, but these have been pretty fun. What I've been kind of a tactic I've been doing is I've been doing a different color entry every night. So every time I'll go through, I'll grab another pen, write with that entry. I may do some stencils with it or whatever, and yeah, I just been kind of experimenting with that. It's been kind of fun writing in different colors instead of just using black or blue ink that I'm used to growing up with. So I got those. So let's see. I'll put those up there, I guess. And what else I got over here? So I got these. Oh, here we go. Zenyath. So these are pens. So anyways, I'm going to open these up. I haven't opened these yet. Made in China. Pilot team. That's interesting. Let's open one of these. Let's open these up. This is the first time I've opened these. So that's a little. That pulls out. Okay, looks like a little plastic deal, a divider. So let's take this one. Let's take the green one. Let's see what the green looks like. It's like almost like an OD green, huh? All right, let's write here. Okay, so another thing about these little caps on the end, it's kind of funny because I have a little daytime pen that I use, and I was writing in my little daytime idea book because I have. I'll explain that in a minute. But what is that? Something's blocking that. Anyway. I was writing through that little cap, and I was like, why is my ink dragging? Because I have to take those little caps off first. It's like a little piece of rubber that goes on these things. So, okay, so is that black? That's black ink. Oh, okay. What's this one? Black ink too. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's just the concept is I don't know. I guess there's just some different looking pen bodies. If they're all going to write in black ink, that's cool. Whatever. That's kind of like I'm kind of like the kind of person that buys a bunch of stuff and messes with it to see if I like it. So you know, he's like $52 or whatever. You know, so what? You know. So anyway, here's another thing I got. Let's see, what is this? This is sticky index tabs. Now tabs, I have a tabulated book that I was seriously taking on, and anytime I actually read, I've only done it one time to be quite honest, but whenever I read a book for like research, I'll tabulate it so I can do quick references. That way I don't have to look through the glossary. I'll just hit the tabs. So I got these tabs I can put on there. I can put in different things, whatever, you know, different interests. So sticky tabs, that's cool. So what else have I got? I got these things. These are for scrapbooking. I don't know. I'll open these. I haven't opened these yet. What's in here? That's a scrapbook. We'll find out. So these are, oh wow, these are kind of interesting. This is like, see? It's like calendar stuff. So do I like, oh, do I stamp? Is that like a stamp? Do I stamp that? Do I dip that in ink? Because I don't see any openings. It's pretty exciting. I mean, sometimes there's the process of making the calendar and writing things down and doing the different letters and dedicating to that calendar. But this is pretty fascinating. This is like a stamp. See that? It's raised right there. And it's like a calendar. And I guess, in theory, I could take that, dip it in ink. That's the back. That's what it looks like. These things peel off of here. Yeah, they peel off of here. See that? I guess that's like a stamp. It's a trip. Oh, I don't know. Anybody sees that, just kind of tell me what it is. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's a stamp. I think I'm supposed to dip that in ink and be able to stamp a template out. I think. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Wow, there's all kinds of stuff for that in here. Protractor. It's like a protractor. All right. Well, there's that. Okay. All right, so I've been kind of curious about this because this is going to organize everything if it works out, provided it works out. So this is a Schuhez high-capacity pen case. So I don't know if the pencils, well, a few pencils will find their way in here, but all those gel pens will find their way in here for sure. So let's see, what do we got? So this thing opens on the side. There's a few different styles to choose from. Okay, so I guess this is any type of pens I want to put in here. And then in here, what are these in here? So this is just the capacity, I guess. I can put more pens in here. I can put maybe tabs or something in here. And then a side case for something else. All right, so I'm going to kind of fill that up and get back to you in a second, see how this all turns out. So another thing I got here is a book called How to Draw Cool Stuff. So, you know, if I'm gonna illustrate my own journal, I need to get a drawing, some type of drawing book or something to learn drawing from. I mean, I took a few art classes in the past, but I figured looks like kind of a cool start to learn how to do some of the sketches and pencil and whatnot, different drawings, if I'm going to illustrate my own journal. So this looks like a pretty fun read. So I got that. And so I also have all the pencils and everything in here. So this is what I did. I went ahead and checked this. I want to check this out. Check this out here. Look at that. Absorb that whole collection of Papermates. Pretty cool. So this is what I'm probably going to wind up doing. I'll probably wind up doing is running these out, and as each one runs out, I'll have maybe buy a couple more boxes. That way, like if a red runs out, I'll just put another red in from the next collection, or if a yellow runs out, I'll put another yellow in from the next box. Just kind of rotate them out that way. I don't think these are refillable, so that's kind of cool how it's able to do that. And then the center compartment here, tabs. So I did take the tabs. I also took the entire stack of stencils, and then I got a couple extra, you know, regular writing black pens, and then 3 mechanical pencils if I need to put pencil in, or write in pencil first. So pretty cool, you know, how this whole thing just kind of, you know, I'm sure that there's people's collections that probably have a huge, expansive collection of writing and stationery materials. I'm pretty sure they're out there. But this is a good start, I think. And I still got plenty of room to go in this thing. You know, it's pretty, you know, it's not a very big bag at all. It's not, you know, but it's still, look how much it holds. It's pretty cool. You know, here, this compartment is completely empty, you know, so I don't know. Put a candy bar in there or something. So, yeah. There's that. And so another thing I took too is sometimes I'll have it, wow, I got this really cool idea, I should, you know, make that a journal topic, and then I'll forget it. And so I bought one of these last week, a mini composition book, and I just make sure I got a pen on me at all times. So like if I hear, you know, like a quote from a motivational book that I'm listening to, I can write that down, or I hear a financial quote from a financial book I'm listening to, I can jot that down. You know, or any ideas come to mind, or any memories come to mind, I can jot that down and elaborate on them in the actual journal more in depth. Now, some people don't write really extensively in depth in their journals. I mean, I don't know. I guess this is going to be kind of, maybe it's probably more leaning more toward a diary, but it's got other like ideas and stories and stuff too in commentary. So I don't know if it's necessarily really a diary. A diary is like, well, this is what to me. I always thought a diary is like, well, this is what I did today, and then I went to the store, and then so for me, it's kind of like, oh, I remember when, you know, this, and this, and yeah, I worked here for so many years, and you know, and I did this for so many years, and I remember, you know, what I learned from this job, or I remember what I learned from this certain thing that happened, you know, and I knew, you know, what to do or what not to do, and I do intend on reading this later, and I intend on these actually being seen by somebody someday. I mean, think about it, you know, like, do I really want to like write everything I'm thinking? Do I really want to do that? No. So yeah, I mean, you know, this is kind of intended maybe in the future to even be read by other eyes, you know, if it ever happened, that somebody could read this and hopefully learn something from it. So yeah, okay, so anyway, you know how I go out. Don't let anybody hate on your writing or drawing capabilities. Don't worry about the haters. Just let the haters worry about you. So I'm gonna probably read this tomorrow. And I'm actually off to do my journaling tonight. It's kind of late. I'm gonna go in and open my notebook and see if there's any ideas, and I might just go ahead. I've been writing about 2 to 3 pages, maybe 3.5 pages a night, and I can do a little bit of embellishment with some stencils on the pages. It's been quite fun. It's been fun. It's been I don't know how to explain it, but there's definitely like some benefits to doing this. I think I'm finding there's benefits for me, doing this. I don't know I don't know if it's a calming effect or if it's clearing of the mind. I don't know. I'll tell you what. I'll do it a while, and I'll check back in, and I'll kind of tell you how it's going and where I think any improvements happen, or do I think it's a waste of time and just forget about it? I got a memory and that's good enough. I don't know. Personally, I'm kind of experiencing some really, intangible benefits from it. Just kind of like it's just kind of things are different now after I started writing a little bit. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting, and I'll keep you guys in the loop. So don't worry about the haters. Just let the haters worry about you. And I'll see you on the next one.